Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you is a few clips around something that is much deeper than just Trump. It's much deeper than just Biden. There's something going on that we need to talk about, which is showing up across the board in these political races, and the pundits, the professionals, aren't getting it. And that's what I've got for you guys. Everything will be linked in the description box below. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And this content is brought to you by Hartford Gold. And the content today is brought to you by American Hartford Gold. And brothers and sisters, with everything popping off around the world, wars cracking off, we've got inflation issues, we've got stock market volatility, we have cash concerns, we have oil concerns. It's a good time to take a look at least know your options with American Hartford Gold. They are dedicated to offering gold, silver, platinum coins and bars for your investing needs. Whether you want to do it delivered to your door or you want an IRA, Roth IRA, 401k, TSP, they've got options. This is something you guys should check out. At American Hartford Gold, they aim to educate clients about investments in the precious metal industry, strive to provide unparalleled customer service built on trust, integrity, and absolute transparency, while holding a goal of achieving 100% customer satisfaction. Click the link in the description or call 844-727-3199. That's 844-727-3199 or text Langley to 65532. Again, that's 844-727-3199 or text Langley to 65532. All right, my brothers and sisters, we have got some stuff to dive into. Now, what I'm about to show you is some polling on both sides. You got some Trump, you got some Biden, and you got some reaction from Frank Luntz, who is a pollster, who is all over the place. Okay, here's the thing. If you take this in just one little snippet of what we're about to show you with the polling, you'll say, wow, the polling's interesting. Oh, wow, Trump's winning. Oh, wow, Biden's losing. That's interesting. Zoom out even further. Incorporate in, we've had unprecedented gun buying. The Second Amendment has been reinforced more than it ever has been before, or at least in recent history. You've got more people outside of the normal demographics buying guns, and you've got crime dropping off of a cliff from the increase of guns and everyone arming themselves to the Second Amendment. You put that little piece in here, tie it in with the real-life experience and real-life exposure to the problems that are being presented, and it all starts to make a little bit more sense. Now that I've shown you the broad, let's get into the micro. Let me show you what Frank Luntz is saying about Trump and Biden. Again, this is not about Trump or Biden. It's about something bigger. Check this out.
If you had to bet $150,000 on who's going to win in November, who would you bet on?
I never dreamed that I would say this, but I would bet on Trump. I thought it was done. I thought it was over. You don't come back from an impeachment. You don't come back from January 6th. You don't come back from any of this. But he's come back. The guy's a survivor. And his opponent is having so much trouble that I would, at this point, give the edge to Trump.
All right, so Frank Luntz, renowned pollster, is giving the edge to Trump, even though he never would see it coming. He never saw it coming. He would never say it would be coming. No one returns from all these things unless it's something bigger than Trump. And that's what I'm trying to break this video down into. If you look at everything that we've seen, his whole point there is Trump is a survivor. He's just come back. He's got insane polling. I'm about to show you all the polling and the downfall of Biden's polling. It's not about Trump. When you have an entire population that feels like their rights are being taken by an overbearing executive authority, i.e. the Biden White House with the Biden DOJ, with the Biden ATF, all these things, you start to get a resistance on the baseline level, and anybody that would stand up to that machine is going to get the support. It's what happened with Trump the first time around, and because of Biden and all the leftist, far-left wet dream proposals they put forward, it's happening again. If you look at the gun side of things, they went full bore against gun rights. We're not only holding them at bay, we're also gaining ground on them. Understand, this is bigger than just Trump v. Biden. This is the machine versus the people, and the people have just happened to recognize that Trump seems to be a good bet to kick him right in the goods. This is bigger than what they're trying to sell it to you. Now, that's the whole point of this video. Let me show you something that happened right before the Iowa caucuses, which we know Trump won. Check this out.
this Trump lead in some perspective here. First of all, the 48% that he's registering here, that is the highest share for a Republican candidate in a final Des Moines Register poll ever. That surpasses the record of 43% from George W. Bush.
Highest voting count ever. Again, I don't think that that is something that's the cult of Trump or the affection of Trump. I think it is quite literally American people looking at the system and saying you are infringing upon our rights in the Second Amendment space. Inflation is horrible. The border is horrible. Everything is horrible. And they're looking for someone to kick them right in the nuts. That's what we're dealing with. You've never seen this level of support for Trump. Again, that's in the pro-Trump column. Now, let me show you what's happening with Biden. And this is all starting to paint a pretty big picture if you zoom out. And the 2A right advocates are going to play a very big role in this. Check this out.
They aren't improving. In fact, they seem to be going in the other direction. Our poll this morning has Biden's approval rating at 33%. That's historically low for him, low for an incumbent president. It's at 15 years since we see numbers that low. And on the economy, it's even actually worse. Only 31% say that they approve of Biden's handling of the.
So you got Biden polling lower than anyone else. You got Trump polling higher than anyone else. You got Frank Luntz and all the pollsters saying Trump is a survivor and he's going to win. You think that maybe it's not Trump? You think that maybe the population is starting to have the veil lifted? Now we're going to go back into the 2A space a little bit. People who have never bought guns before in different demographics, different sexualities, different representations are buying guns en masse. The biggest percentage on record. Are you catching that theme? On record? That's the whole point of this video. You're not looking at Trump is the solution. You're not looking at Biden is the evil. You're looking at the population that is looking around and saying, we're going to take care of this ourselves, i.e. buying guns, protecting our Second Amendment, and enhancing that with new blood into the movement, which we haven't seen in 20 and 30 years. And then on the other end, you've got Trump surging past the point of any records before, even after everything they've done with him. And you see the system coming against the people. The people are trying to send a message, and that's what's happening here. If you don't see that, you're missing out on a real big picture because you're reading one chapter of the book when the entire book is being written right around you. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments field below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.